Hi, good morning, and welcome to our training for AutoCount E-Invoice. So today I will be your speaker for this training. Okay, so without further ado, let us start for the first part, which is I will start with AutoCount E-Invoice mechanism. Okay, so for AutoCount E-Invoice mechanism, so basically AutoCount has prepared AutoCount E-Invoice platform, AIP. So this platform is act as a server. So this server will link all the AutoCount system with the LHDN E-Invoice server, so that all the data that you submit to MyInvoice portal will collect all first at the AIP server, only then will send to LHDN E-Invoice server. Why does AutoCount create this AIP server? So basically there are a few benefits of AutoCount E-Invoicing portal AIP, which is first one is it is a built-in retry mechanism. Okay, so if a data synchronization or integration task fails, for example, like due to network issues or server downtime or temporary system glitch to the LHDM system, so that the system, this AIP server will automatically attempt the operation again after the predefined period. Okay, and then it can streamline post-consolidate e-invoice requests. Okay, so the AIP server can consolidate all the e-invoice requests from multiple systems or branches into a single platform. Okay, and then it also runs 24/7. Okay. And then it also can help you to manage the team information. Okay, so if you and your customer or your supplier using the same AutoCount system, so the team number will save at the AIP server. So this can save time to collect the team number because you can just select the team from the AIP server. So later I will show you how to get a team from the AutoCount system. Okay, and then it has a feature for double submission protection. In case your network failures or temporary issues, so AutoCount AIP's built-in retry mechanism ensures that the data is reattempt without submitting the same data multiple times. Okay? And then lastly is real-time submission listing. This one, at AutoCount, it provides a detailed list of all transactions, orders, invoice, or other data that have been submitted. Okay? So you can see it at AutoCount. Okay. So basically, for MyInvoice, there are two mode, which is the first one is live portal and second one is Sandbox. Okay, so basically for live portal, if you submit the e-invoice for live data but for Sandbox, you can use for testing. Okay, so AutoCount is ready for testing mode. So basically, you can see here at AutoCount, if you want to link with MyTax .hasil.gov.my, which is the live data, so the AutoCount system will set as AIP production. But if you want to link the AutoCount with the testing mode, which is the pre-port MyTax hasil.gov.my, so the AutoCount is on the AIP staging mode. Okay. Before that, let us watch a video, a short video, how to register at MyTax. Okay. Okay, to link your AutoCount with your MyInvoice portal, you need to contact your AutoCount dealer okay, to set up the e-invoice in your AutoCount so that it link with the MyInvoice portal. In this training, we will not go through in deep for the e-invoice setup, okay? So I will just play this video and then we will proceed to the how to submit e-invoice using the AutoCount.
Jason here. Okay, so today I'll be sharing about how can you do all the setups in the MyInvoice portal. Through this video, you should be able to learn how to do all the setups and everything is for e-invoice purpose. Okay, so let us move on and look through the guide. This guide, I prepared this guide so that other than looking at this video, this PDF can also be downloaded for your own reference and if you need it in the future. Okay, so let us move on and look into this guide. There are six sections in this guide. So I'll be going through them all one by one to let you know how can you do all the steps for you to get yourself prepared for the e-invoice. Okay, so first of all, we have the link for MyInvoice portal. So LHDN has two links for this MyInvoice portal. One is the live production. Live production means the actual live one that is actually running, means anything submitted in this link is actual to LHDN. Okay, everything is real. Okay, and the second one is we call Sandbox. Sandbox is, you can treat it, is so-called as testing environment. So some of you might also curious how MyInvoice portal works and so on. So you might want to test it out. So this is the another link that LHDN provides so that taxpayer out there, you have the chance to log into this testing environment and play around to maybe you want to create your own e-invoice manually to see how your portal looks like, how people send e-invoices to you. You can see the listing and so on. So the second one is more for the testing purpose. Okay, so let's move on to how do I register myself in this MyTax portal. Okay, so if you already have an ID, let's say if you have an ID in the actual one, you already paid tax before, so probably this is something that you have already gone through. But if you are trying to do testing, testing, you want to try out the MyInvoice portal, you have to go through this first time registration. Okay, so let us move on, and let's say, imagine that you already gone to this website, you will be seeing this login page. So what you need to do is choose your login type. Usually we will choose to log in as an IC number. So type your IC. Okay, before that, the director has to do this at the first. Okay, the director, this is assuming I am now the director of the company. So the director has to do this first to key in the IC number and log in. And a warning message will appear. So you just proceed. Just click the MyInvoice button and proceed. Okay, confirm your emails. Okay, and first time application, again, this is also another page to confirm your email, and you click submit. After you click submit, a success message will appear, just proceed. Okay, and an email will be sent to you. So this is an email from LHDN. What you need to do is you just need to click on the activation link in the middle of the content. You can see there's an activation link over here. So just click on this link. Once you click on this link, it will open back the MyTax portal. Okay, for you to key in again some of your information. For example, this page, it will ask for your IC again. So just click key back your IC. And some basic information will appear, like for example, your name, your email address, and so on. So this page is for you to create your own password. Your password to log in this MyTax portal. So type in your password, type in your security phrase, okay, and you scroll down, and you will see some T&C. So read out this T&C, and if everything is done, just click agree and submit. Okay. Once you click submit, again after a few seconds, success message will appear saying that you have successfully created your account. Okay, then you will prompt back to the main page again with the login screen again. So log in again with your new your IC number that you used just now, and you will see this is the MyTax portal homepage. Okay,
so that's how to register for MyTax portal. And then for further setup in AutoCount to link with the MyInvoice portal, you can contact your AutoCount dealer, and we will help you how to link and help you to set up the testing account book in your AutoCount for you to do the testing before you start the real e-invoice. Okay? Okay, so I proceed. Okay, so next is AutoCount pre-e-invoicing setup. Okay, so as you know, to have the e-invoice features in AutoCount, you need to upgrade to the latest version. Okay, so after you upgrade to the latest version, you can do the setup for e-invoice. Okay, if you don't purchase the e-invoice module yet, you still can do the e-invoicing onboarding, okay, such as update the e-invoice start date, okay, and then you can update the buyer team information, update data classification code, update UOM, this one is optional, and then you can also update the currency code, okay. Okay, so let us go through one by one for the first one, which is to update e-invoicing start date. Okay. So firstly, to update the e-invoice start date, you need to go to Tools, Option, Country and Tax, and then go to the e-invoice tab, and then you need to enable the e-invoice button, okay? And then you need to key in your start date. So let's say you are on the batch January, so you put 1st of January 2025. If you fall on the last batch, you key in the start date is 1st of July 2025, okay? So after you set this up, you don't need to worry if you put the start date is 1st of July, if you key in invoice right now, it will not submit to the MyInvoice portal, okay? Because your start date is 1st of July, okay? So now let me show my AutoCount. So here, basically, you go to Tools, and then go to Option, Country and Tax, and then E-Invoice. Okay, here, you need to enable the E-Invoice, this one, okay? So as you can see, mine is this account book is using AIP staging. So this is my testing mode, okay? So this one I link with my preport, myhasil.gov.my, okay? And then the start date here, I put as 25th of July 2024. So that now I can start submit because I already start date for this testing mode, okay? Okay. And then after setting up the start date, the step 2 is update the buyer team information. Okay, so to update the buyer team information, there are a few ways, which is update TIN entity manually, or search from AIP, or send link to the buyer, and lastly, import by Excel. Okay, so first I will show you one by one, which is update tax manually. So to update the tax entity manually, you can add the tax entity maintenance. Okay, so here you can edit the tax entity, which is you can choose the category, either business, individual, or government, and then you need to key in the TIN, BRN, MSIC code, business activity description, registered number, phone, address, postcode, country, city, and state. Okay, so the red star is the compulsory field to fill in. Okay, if you're not key in the red star, you cannot submit to MyInvoice portal. Okay, and then after you create the tax entity at the tax entity maintenance, you can edit your debtor, and then you choose here, you can choose the list of tax entity that you have created. You can select here to update the TIN for your debtor. Okay, okay, so I show for this one first. Okay, to add the TIN manually, you go to tax and then tax entity maintenance. Okay, so here you click new, and then here you can fill in your customer punya TIN lah. This one you fill in manually. Okay, here you can choose either individual, business, or government. Okay, so you need to fill in the red star, which is the compulsory part. Okay, so I show here my sample. Okay, this one is for SL Software Solutions. The category is business, and then this is the TIN number, BRN, MSIC code is 62010, and then business activity description will autofill for this MSIC code, which is computer programming activities, and then registered name is SL Software Solutions in Berhad, phone number, address, postcode, city, Ipoh, state Perak, country is Malaysia. Okay, and then after you fill in here, you need to go to debtor maintenance, edit, and then at here, you need to choose which is the TIN for this debtor. Okay, just now we create for SL Software Solution. Okay, so make sure you choose the correct TIN for the correct debtor lah. Okay, and then you click save. Okay, that one is for manually. And then next is search from AIP server. Okay, so you can click this get TIN from AIP server. Then it will prompt this window, which is find and request company tax information. So here you can search either your debtor punya company name, TIN, or BRN. Through here, you need to fill in the correct name, ataupun kalau TIN must put the correct TIN or business registration number, make sure it's correct. And then you click search. And then it will prompt here if they got the data in the AIP server. Okay? And then it will auto prompt if customer TIN is already exists in AIP. Okay? And then you can straightly add to your debtor. But if your debtor doesn't have the TIN information in the AIP, if you search, it will show no result found. Okay? So let me show. Okay. Let's say here you can choose either company name, TIN, or BRN. So I choose company name. And then I type SL Software Solutions Sdn Bhd, and then search. So here means that SL Software already have the TIN in the AIP server. So I can choose which one is the TIN that is correct for me to submit to MyInvoice portal. Okay, and then because this one I already have the TIN, so I need to update the tax entity. Okay, and then it will prompt here, and then you click save. Okay, so that's how you get TIN from AIP server. But if your buyer not found in the AIP server, you need to generate request link. So for this generate request link is you want to request the TIN from your customer. So this link will send to your customer, and then your customer will manually key in through the link, and then will submit, and then you will get the notification at your email. Okay, so after your customer click the link, it will prompt this website company tax information request. So your customer need to fill in their email, name, classification, TIN, BRN, and all the details, and then submit. Okay, and then after they submit, you will get this notification at your email. Company tax information request updated. So these are the tax information that has been filled out by your customer . Okay. Okay, and then after you got that from in your email, when you edit the adapter, it will reload info from the AIP after the buyer update the TIN. Okay, so okay, let me show this first. So this one I put test. Okay, and then if I search, no result found. So I need to request this text from this debtor. So I click this request company tax information, and then you need to ensure that the information below are correct before request for the link. You will be notified by email when the customer information is registered. Okay, so I want the email, the notification is emailed to this email. So later I need to check this email to see the customer already update the tax information lah. Okay, and then make sure you fill in the correct company name. Okay, so this one is for testing only. Okay, and then after you fill in this, you need to get link. Okay, please make sure that all the entries are correct. Are you sure you want to request for the link now? Yes. Okay, and then here is the link, and then you copy the requested link. The link has been copied into your clipboard. You can send to your customer now. Okay, now I send to my customer. Okay, let's say I'm the customer. So I open the link. Okay, so I am the DEF company. Okay, so I need to fill in the company tax information request. Okay, so I put my email. Okay, and then you need to make sure that your customer tick this button. Share your company tax information to allow other AutoCount user to search your company in AutoCount accounting software. Okay, so if your customer didn't tick this, you cannot search this information at the AIP server just now. Okay, and then submit. Okay, and then I need to check my email. And then you fill in the verification code. Okay. And then after your customer already submit the tax information request, you will get email. Okay. So just now I put the email need to send to autocounsystem.com. Okay. So here is the updated tax information that have been filled up by my customer lah. So the AF company, TIN number, BRN, and then MSIC code, address, contact number, email, and all the information. And you need to make sure that your customer is fill in the correct information. If they fill in the wrong information, if you update in your AutoCount, you might cannot submit to MyInvoice portal. Okay. And then after this updated, if you click the get team from AIP server, because your customer already update the tax information, right? So if you click the get team from AIP server, it automatically show the information that your customer already filled in. Okay, and then you click save. Okay, so this one because I use for testing, this TIN number that I key in just now is not past the LSTM validation. So it will prompt like this. Okay. So supposedly for this debtor, I cannot submit to MyInvoice portal. This one is for testing only. Okay. And then you click save. So basically, if your customer already filled in the link for the tax information request, it will auto update in your AutoCount after you click the get AIP from server. Okay. So next, I will proceed to the next method to get TIN is batch get TIN. So this one, you can get TIN from your customer, from your multiple customer. Okay, just now we do by one, right? So this one you can one shot get the TIN from your customer. Okay. After you click the batch get TIN, here, you need to configure your options. Okay, exclude records with link, and then you need to tick the exclude records with tax entity. Okay, so if your debtor that you have sent the link or have the tax or entity, it will not generate in this window lah. Okay, so it will not send the link to your customer to fill in their tax information again. Okay, and then after you fill in, get the list of company here, and then you need to click. The first one is generate request link and send. Okay, so at here, you will generate the request link and then it will send to your customer's email. Okay, and then after your customer have filled in the tax information, you need to click retrieve and update tax entity. Okay, to get the batch getting, you need to go to debtor maintenance and then you go to find. Okay, and then if you want to filter your debtor, you can do filter here and then search. Okay, if you simply click search here, it will select all the debtor lah. Okay, and then I check all and then click batch getting. Are you sure you want to batch getting the following debtors? And then you click yes. Okay, and then it will prompt this window. Debtor batch getting. Okay, so this one I need to tick lah because for customer that I already have team and link, so I don't want to send the email again. Okay, and then this one, to send the link through email, you need to make sure that you already do the email setting. So this one, you need to contact your AutoCount dealer to do this email setting for you lah. Okay, and then this one is notify email. So after your customer already filled in the tax entity information, it will update to this email lah. Okay, and then at here you can see these are the debtor that haven't have link and tax entity yet. Okay, so basically for cash customer, I don't need tax entity lah. And then this one global company, this one I said do not have the tax entity also. Okay, so now I want to send the link to this debtor. So if you have a few lists of debtor, make sure that you have filled in the correct email at here. Okay, so let's say dekat sini tak at here don't have the email, you can fill in the email here lah. Okay, to update the email. Okay, okay, so now I only want to send the email to this debtor, and then I need to click generate request link and send. Are you sure you want to batch generate request link and send to them? Yes. Batch generate request link successfully. Do you want to open the log file now? Yes. So at the log file here, it will show that generate request link. So all the debtor, you success generate the request link, but only one is send the generate link to email because I only key in one email for my debtor. Okay, and then for the other two is skip because email is empty or does not have the link. Okay, so it will update you here lah, how the submission status. Okay, so this link I already sent to this email to this customer. So let's say I am the customer. So I got request company tax information. So just now the link is sent to my email. So I need to click this link. It will open the company tax information request. Okay, and then you need to fill in all the detail, and then after you update it, same like before, it will update at the email there. Okay, so I simply put here first. I need to check the verification code. Okay, after verified, okay, just now the updated will send to my AutoCount email. So it will show this updated lah for Robert Tan Enterprise. Okay, and then after it's updated to the email, and then okay, so here I close first. Now I want to retrieve back the tin, right? So I go back to batch get tin. But this one, I need to exclude this one. Okay, so here, okay, so here I already have the Robert Tan Enterprise. So now to update the tax entity, you need to click the retrieve and update tax entity. Okay, are you sure you will want to batch retrieve and update the tax entity? And then I click yes. So do you want to open the log file now? Yes. So retrieve and update tax entity created is one lah, because there's now only one debtor is update the tax information. So the other one, the customer haven't filled their company tax information. Okay, so it will not update in the auto count. Okay, so after it update here, if you see this debtor, you can see that the TIN number is already updated. Okay, so that's for batch get TIN. For future update, if your debtor got wrong TIN number, you can get TIN from AIP. So this one can update the current tax entity. Okay. So if your customer have any update for their tax entity, so you can get TIN from AIP server and it can update the current tax entity. Okay. And then lastly is import by Excel. So for this method, you need to get assist from your AutoCount dealer to get the template for the tax entity. Okay, so they will guide you how to fill in the tax entity in Excel template, because we have a specific template for tax entity. And then they will assist you to do the import tax to prevent any duplicate TIN in your AutoCount. Okay, okay. So that's all for tax entity information. And then we will proceed to step 3, which is update the data classification code. Okay. So basically, data classification code from LHDN is a system used to categorize goods and service for tax purpose. Okay, so particularly related to sales and service tax lah. So it helps to classify item correctly for tax calculation and reporting. So LHDN need this information. Okay, so LHDN have updated the list for data classification code. Okay, you may visit their website and then see the classification code. And then here are the classification code lah. So for now, total data classification code is 45. Okay, as you can see, 003 is computer, smartphone, or tablet. Okay, for disbursements, you use 006. And then if your item or product is not in the category listed by the LHDN, you can use 022 as others. Okay. And then for self-bill, it have the classification code, which is 033, 034, 035, 036, okay, until 045. Okay, self-bill non-monetary payment to agents, dealer, or distributors. Okay, okay. So to update the data classification code, there are 3 ways. The first way is edit the item maintenance manually. Okay, another way is easy edit, and lastly is, of course, import by Excel. Okay, so for the first one, you go to your item maintenance, stock item maintenance, and then you can edit your stock item. And then here got the column for classification. Here you may choose what classification for this item. So let's say this is a laptop, so it is 003 lah for computer, smartphone, or tablet. Okay. And then for batch update item classification code, you go to find stock item, and then you search the all item, or you want to filter each item, you may filter by search criteria lah. Okay, and then you check all and then click the easy item. Okay, so I show these 2 methods first. So I go to stock item maintenance. Okay, so let's say I want to edit the classification code for this item. So edit. Okay, and then I need to choose the classification. Okay, let's say the item is not listed in the classification code listed by LHDN, so I choose 022 for others. Okay, and then I click OK. Okay, it's already updated lah. So that's why how you do manually for each item. So if you want to do for many items, you go to find. Okay, and then you may search. This one is I just search all items. choose ABC, motorcycle, and item 1453. So I want to update the classification code for this item. So I select the item and then I click easy item. Okay. So here you can edit the classification code here. So for this item ABC, it is 022 lah. Others, and then motorcycle, I need to choose for motor vehicle 025. And then item 1435 is also 022. Okay, so you can select all the classification code for all your item and then you click save. Okay, so now refresh. Okay, so this item is already updated lah, the classification code. So this classification code for your item, you need to update. If not, during you submit your e-invoice, you cannot submit. You need to fill in the classification code first. Only you can submit to MyInvoice portal. Okay, because this one is a compulsory field lah. Okay. And then lastly, is you also can item classification code import by Excel. Okay, so here you can right click, export to Excel. And then after you fill in the Excel, you need to get assist from your AutoCount dealer so that they will assist you how to import back the item with classification code in the AutoCount. Okay, so you can fill in the code here lah. Okay, this one is for import by Excel. Okay. Okay, like I said just now, this allows to save when classification code is blank. So when you want to submit invoice, but this item don't have the classification code, it will prompt there are some details missing classification. So you need to fill in the classification first, only you can submit for e-invoice. Okay. Okay. For next is update the unit of measurement. Okay. So LHN also have listed the unit of measurement code. Okay. And then to edit the e-invoice measurement, you can edit the stock item and then you choose others tab and then you can edit e-invoice measurement here. Here you can choose the UOM code listed by LHDN. Okay, so I quickly show you. So I edit here, others, and then e-invoice measurement. Okay, let's say this one I put 1. Okay, e-invoice measurement is 1 for item ABC. Okay. And then next is AutoCount pre-invoice setup for step 5, which is update the currency code. Okay, so you need to update the currency code based on the LHDN list. Okay, so let's say for Ringgit Malaysia, the currency code is MYR. Okay, ensure that the currency code is matched lah. Okay, and then if you previously used the wrong currency code, you can change the currency code. Okay, later I will show you. Go to tools, change code, change currency code, and then you key in the wrong currency code, and then here you key in the new currency code, and then change. You go to general maintenance to see the currency maintenance. So you need to make sure that your currency code is matched with the LHDN punya code lah. Okay. And then if you got wrong code, you need to go to tools, change code, change currency code. Okay. And then here you may choose lah which code is wrong. Let's say this one, and then you need to fill in the new code and then you change. Okay. Okay. Next is e-invoice SDK guide, e-invoice code table. So here you can scan the QR code where it will bring you to this link lah, sdkmyinvoice.hustle.gov.my. So at here got all the codes listed by LHDN, such as classification code, country codes, currency codes, and etc. Okay. Okay, but for AutoCount, we can do quick update. In case in future, LHN got update for few codes, such as classification code got add 5 codes from 45 to 50. So you need to update that. So at the AutoCount, you can go to tools, option, And then country and tax, E-Invoice, and then here you need to click this button, update E-Invoice code list. So this button will update your MSIC classification, UOM, and country code according to LHDN latest list. Okay, so this one, tools, option, and then country and tax, E-Invoice. Here, you click this button. Okay, so invoice code list updated successfully. Okay,